Young people in Africa are at the forefront of climate action due to record-breaking climate issues and droughts on the continent, with nations across the region pushing for a greener and more sustainable environment. Innovators are increasingly speaking out. They gathered now at the Earthshot Prize event to share ideas on e-mobility and green fashion. And Newzroom Africa's Audrey Chimwanda joins us live from Cape Town. Audrey, good morning.
Good morning to you, man. It's a hive of activities here in Cape Town. A number of people are gathered here with the same cause of making sure that the African continent is greener, not just the African continent, but the world at large. I have with me the Chief Executive Officer of Earthshot Prize, and she'll speak to us about what we can expect for the next couple of days as we have a number of people here who are holding workshops. Hannah, thank you for joining us. You have been driving this event. First of all, congratulations. I mean, we've really seen the work that you've done here in Cape Town. People just gathered here for the same cause. Can you tell us how it has been building up to today and what we can expect going forward?
Absolutely, and we're just so delighted to be here in the mother city, as you all call it. And work began over a year and a half ago as we worked with nominators and experts from across the continent of Africa to pull in nominations from the continent and to bring stakeholders here to Cape Town to do a few things in this week. Number one, on Wednesday, we will be unveiling the 5 new winners of our Earthshot challenges to restore the oceans and nature, to clean our air, to get to a zero waste world and to fix our climate. But we do more than that. Every single day, the Earthshot Prize team and our founder, Prince William, wakes up thinking about how we can speed those solutions to scale, because every single solution nominated to the prize is in itself worthy of being scaled because they could transform our world as a whole. Now, we want to celebrate African innovative solutions. And so we've also brought over 100 young climate leaders from 31 countries in Africa here for leadership development programming all through the week. So you're going to see a lot of young leaders around. You're going to see a lot of energy. And it's really with a couple of messages. Number one, we want to invite every young person in Africa to put their time and creativity and talent towards fixing the planet one solution at a time and becoming part of the Earthshot family. Number two, we want to ask anyone in a corporation, in grant making, in investing, to think about investing in nature and investing in oceans as not just good for the future, but good for now. And number three, we want to put a message out to the world. Innovation is alive and thriving across the continent in Africa, and 71% of all our nominations are proving to us that you can create not just environmental solutions, but also green jobs, and that's an important message.
And it's been quite exciting seeing a number of young people also gathered here. I think one of the events that we'll be covering for our viewers for Newzroom Africa is young minds that are coming together when it comes to innovation. I love it when you say African solutions for African problems, and they're looking to hone into those solutions for the continent especially. The Prince of Wales also being a huge part of this, of course, bringing all the fanfare, excitement, but bring the attention to this cause. We speak of making the earth greener, getting rid of plastics from cars to the environment. What are some of the works that you've seen in terms of innovation that have really impressed you?
Well, let me give you a few examples. Let's first talk about what happens from between the harvest here in countries across Africa and going to the market. There's a huge issue of food loss because of the lack of cold storage. Basically, people don't have electricity, so they can't put their food into fridges, and then they can't sell them, so they lose a load of food. But this is solvable. So we have an amazing finalist called D-Light, which is an African company that has figured out how to make cheap and affordable renewable energy products. So things like solar products to replace kerosene lamps, to replace fire cook stoves, and to bring in fridges. Then we also have another finalist called Keep It Cool that has made small and big fridges that are powered with solar products. And we have a nominee that hasn't even made it to the finals, but who I love, called Solar Sisters out of Nigeria, who are figuring out how to help women become the entrepreneurs that sell those solar products in villages that have no access to electricity. You stitch those three things together and you scale them, and you are bringing not just electricity, green electricity, you're helping remove food loss issues, you're increasing food security, you're increasing income to subsistence farmers. What's not to love? That's not just a good African solution. That's a solution we need to see scaling across the world. The world needs to sit up and see the innovation happening here.
Hannah, we'll be seeing more of you as this event progresses. Thank you so much for speaking to us. The Chief Executive Officer of Earthshot is here just talking to us about some of the nominees that we expect to see tomorrow, which is actually the award ceremony, where hopefully some of them will walk away with amazing prizes that we'll be telling you about. Of course, Newzroom Afrika is covering that particular event. We'll bring it to you live. But for now, we get to see those young innovators who are coming up with the solutions. We'll be speaking to one of the hosts as well, Wanjira Mathai. She's a global environmentalist. She's hosting this particular event, and she has partnered with a lot of people to ensure that some of the solutions are implemented. Iman.
Audrey, Chimwanda, we can't wait to see how your day unfolds. We'll be back in Cape Town later on.